Hello ladies and gentlemen, Robert Raven here. Today we're going to do part 2 of reading the magic items for From Peasants to Palaces. Today we're going to start with the first item set in the book. This item set has 10 items in it, beginning with this first one, Mummified Torso of the Forgotten God. There are 10 items in this magic item set. If one creature possesses at least 3 out of 9 of these items, then that creature gains a permanent +2 to all of their ability scores. If a creature possesses 6 out of 9 of these items, they gain a +2 to all of their saves against danger and danger checks. If a creature possesses 9 out of 10 of these items, then that creature has all of its current in-game statistics permanently doubled. If a creature possesses all 10 of these items, then that creature absorbs all the items into their body. Additionally, the creature is automatically reborn as it becomes a concept creature with the concept of memories and a divine concept level of 1 through 5. The divine concept level is chosen by the game organizer. Each of these items have some powers in common with each other. They all allow the wielder/user to initiate a soul game, a fight in which the creatures are transported to another dimension to prevent the fight/game from being interrupted. The wielder is immune to all poisons and diseases. Additionally, all of the 9 items contain a small piece of the shattered soul of the god that the item was created from. However, each of the 9 also have powers unique to themselves. In addition, all of these items grant the wielder or user the ability to summon and seal creatures within the items themselves, initiating a soul game. For the cost of 1 combat point, you target one creature within range of 300 feet of you. That creature and you are both teleported to a pocket dimension of your creation. There is no save against danger to stop this teleportation. Once in the pocket dimension, no one can leave until a winner is decided. However, that may come about either through a fight to the death, a game, a contest, etc. Once a winner is declared, the loser has their soul judged by the divine concepts. If the soul is found unsavable, then the concepts devour it. If the soul is found to be savable, then the wielder of the item may choose to help guide the soul to the realm of the dead, or they may choose to let the concepts devour the soul. Summoning and sealing creatures. For the cost of 2 combat points, you can target one creature within 150 feet of you. That creature must make a will save against danger with a -2 to the roll equal to the wielder's intelligence mod. Danger check equal to your highest danger check. On a successful save, the creature takes 25 or 46 plus magical, psychological. On a failed save against danger, the creature's soul is sealed inside of this item. For the cost of 3 combat points, you can absorb the soul and then make a will save against danger check 20. On a successful save, you absorb the soul and permanently gain an amount of either health points or mana points, your choice, equal to half of the selected total that the creature's soul had in life. You may only use this soul absorbing feature once per 24 hours. Using the torso. This is the unique part for this item. All of the pieces of the god have this whole initial part, and then this is the there's shared abilities, and then this is the unique ability. So using the torso for the cost of 3 combat points, you can target one creature that you can hear or see out to a range of 1 mile. The targeted creature must make 3 consecutive will saves against danger equal to your highest spell danger check. The creature must succeed on at least 2 out of 3 of these saves against danger, or be teleported and trapped within a pocket dimension of the wielder's creation. If a creature becomes teleported by this feature, then that creature can remake its 3 saves after the 24 hours have been passed. If the creature is successful on at least 2 of the 3 saves, then the creature escapes the pocket dimension safely. If the creature fails 2 out of 3 of these saves, then the creature automatically dies and they become disintegrated as they turn to ash. And then the next one is the mummified head of the Forgotten God, and it's got all the same shared abilities. And then using the head, the user/wielder of this item can weave time into themselves. In doing so, they weave a piece of time into a tattoo. This item can weave time into... I skipped back up. Into a tattoo anywhere of their choice on their body. This takes 24 hours of an uninterrupted ritual. You may only use this ability once every 10 in-game years. For the cost of 1 combat point, you may break this seal, allowing the experience of all creatures that have ever lived, all creatures that are currently alive, and all creatures that will live in the future to flow through you. This makes all of your ability scores become infinite until the end of your next turn. Once you have used this feature, then the tattoo disappears and it takes 10 years to form a new one. In addition, if you do not use this ability for 100 years, then the seal becomes permanent and you always gain its effects. This seal cannot be dispelled, negated, or removed in any way, and its effects cannot be dispelled, negated, or removed in any way. Next is the mummified left arm of the Forgotten God. And let's get to right here. Using the left arm, the wielder/user of this item can not be lied to. Additionally, whenever a creature dies while within a 300-foot radius of this item's wielder or user, the creature's soul is judged by the wielder or user of this item and the game organizer. If the wielder or user of this item and the game organizer decide that the creature's soul can be saved, then the creature is resurrected and becomes permanently allied with the user of this item. If the user of this item and the game organizer decide that the creature's soul cannot be saved, then the creature's soul becomes shattered into 100 pieces. In addition, a creature can be resurrected from this once. Next is the mummified right arm of the Forgotten God. And the right arm is using the right arm. The wielder or user of this item gains Constitution skill sapping added to all of their attacks. The amount sapped away from a creature's Constitution score is permanent and equal to the wielder's highest ability modifier, which means if your highest ability modifier is a 5, with every single one of your attacks, you automatically sap 5 from their Constitution score. Next is the mummified left leg of the Forgotten God. And using the left leg is... This item can be used to guide the wielder or user of this item to wherever it or they desire, including but not limited to physical items and concepts like life and death. Additionally, this item pulses with energy that only its wielder or user can feel or see, and that leads the wielder or user of this item to the other 9 items in this item set. This pulse happens automatically whenever the wielder of this item is within a 1 mile per total character level radius of any of the other 9 items from this item set. In addition, if the wielder or user of this item initiates a soul game, then the wielder or user of this item automatically gains a +5 and advantage to any and all saves against danger made during that soul game, and the targeted creature of the soul game automatically gains a -5 and disadvantage to any and all saves against danger made during that soul game. Next is the mummified right leg of the Forgotten God. And using the right leg is this item grants the wielder +5 to all damage made with this item. This item deals 2 D12 or 25 plus ham, magical, psychological upon each attack. Each time the wielder or user hits with this item, the affected creature must make a fortitude save, a danger check against your highest spell danger check. On a successful save, the creature takes damage as normal, and the wielder or user of this item learns all of the creature's surface thoughts. On a failed save, the wielder or user of this item automatically learns the target creature's most guarded secrets and their biggest fear. Next is mummified left eye of the Forgotten God. And using the left eye is upon first obtaining this item, the item grants its new wielder / user any one wish. The game organizer decides the price / cost of this wish being granted and when the price / cost takes effect. Additionally, this item grants its wielder the ability to telepathically read the minds of any creature of their choice out to a range of 1 mile per total character level. Next is the mummified right eye of the Forgotten God. And using the right eye, this item grants its wielder a +5 to all their saves against danger and damage made with this item. This item deals 2d10 or 20 plus ham magical psychological damage. The wielder of this item makes a telepathic connection with any creature that they have interacted with for at least 1 minute. The telepathic link can be established from up to 1 mile per total character level of the wielder or user. The telepathic link is protected against any type of interception or eavesdropping by magical or mundane means. Messages can be sent telepathically from up to 1 mile per total character level of the wielder or user and can be received instantaneously. For the cost of 2 combat points, the wielder or user of this item can also create illusionary images or sounds to distract enemies in combat, imposing disadvantage on all of their attacks for the next 10 rounds. For the cost of 1 combat point, the wielder of this item gets advantage on all of their attacks for the next 10 rounds. For the cost of 3 combat points, the wielder or user can create illusionary decoys or misleading paths to aid in sneaking past enemies or traps unnoticed, etc. The wielder or user of this item gains access to all of the memories of any creature whom they have made a telepathic link with. These memories are gained with perfect clarity, bypassing any potential distortion or manipulation by any creature or effects. The memories acquired in this way can be shared with any creature of this item's choice. The wielder of this item can gauge the emotional state and intentions of any creature that they have interacted with for at least 1 minute. The wielder of this item becomes immune to all mind-altering effects. For the cost of 3 combat points, the wielder of this item can emit an aura around themselves out to a range of 10 feet per total character level. This aura grants the wielder of this item an amount of temporary health points equal to half their total character, or equal to half their total health maximum. All allies within this aura gain immunity to all mind-altering effects and an amount of temporary health points equal to 50 plus con mod of the item's wielder. The aura lasts for 10 rounds. The wielder of this item can make or activate a suggestion with any creature that they have already made a telepathic link with. This allows the wielder of this item to implant or activate a subtle idea or interact with the target's mind without them being aware of the manipulation. This can be used out to a range of 1 mile per total character level. The wielder of this item can leave fragments of their consciousness within the minds of any creature that it makes a telepathic link with. The wielder of this item can activate multiple suggestions simultaneously with a single advantage on all of their charisma check, or with a single thought. The wielder can gains a +4 to their charisma score and advantage on their charisma checks. The wielder automatically senses the emotions of all other creatures that are within 10 foot per total character level radius of themselves. For the cost of 2 combat points, the wielder of this item creates a mental barrier that grants themselves and allies within a 10 foot per total character level radius of themselves immunity to all psychological damage for 10 rounds. The wielder of this item can negate any psychological attacks directed at themselves or any ally within a 10 foot radius per character level. And if this item lands a critical hit, then the affected creature must make 3 consecutive will saves against danger equal to your highest danger check. Then the creature only become if the creature is successful on 2 of 3 of these, then the creature only becomes temporarily mind controlled by the user of this item for 5 rounds. If the creature is not successful on at least 2 out of 3 of these saves against danger, then the creature becomes permanently mind controlled by this item's user. Next is the Mummified Heart of the Forgotten God. And right here, using the heart, upon first obtaining this item, the item grants its new wielder/user any one wish. The game organizer decides the price of the wish being granted and when the price/cost takes effect. Additionally, the wielder of this item permanently learns any 3 spells of their own creation at the discretion of the game organizer. In addition, the wielder or user of this item constantly gains advantage on all of their attacks and saves against danger at all times. And then the last one for today's video is the Divine Spark of the Forgotten God. And this one starts right here. Using the spark. Upon first obtaining this item, the item grants its new wielder/user any one wish. Same thing as the other ones. The game organizer decides the price, the cost, and when it happens. Additionally, the wielder of this item has its maximum and reserve mana pool maximums permanently increased by an amount equal to 5 times their highest ability score. In addition, the wielder or user of this item gains immunity to 1 damage type and 1 condition of their choice. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, and join us next time as we continue on our adventures reading through the Magic Items book.